na Hilo te aina te vego tulu tulua. O Hilo aina ho o le hua na le hua mata noi o te hau mai taua tili hune o te naele. Kuia me re alo te mai le o pana e vai. Tino mai na vai mo o vai lutu he lua lutu e nata nata. Ikai plai wana ikai te lea muti ti o na men. O lono ai vai o lema. Me te vai le poi ho o tahi me vai lo a pai te tula o hana tahi. A tahi ta mana o a te aloha ino alo ai I motu ola. I o le nā tini
Ma kanu o kalawai. Ma puno I ka poli o ka wai aloha. Aloha I ki ka pae hukai. Hoki palai hoki lole noi ka huna. Noi mai la ka lehua maka noi noi ka lehua maka noi. Noi vivo ole I ke anu. Anu I ke ala ki papa ola e. Alai kui kui lima kanaka o mauna hina e hina. No paha oa ole no e hina no paha e ka ua e ka anu e. Halia e he anu wala no e. Ai talai e o vai ale lai vai tia e lai talani e papa au vai o ta vai ki alai e la e no no na lo ta I tua ta lau la mau ka o ta pa e mai pa I ta leo e o le ka he mai
So basically, she wouldn't share
Ai, ke velina mai nei, ke kini o lalo, ke velina.
Ke velina mai nei, ke kini o lalo. Na hoa o tauka, na hele o
Akahi ka noho.
Akahi ka noho, I tauka, I tauka. Noho, nei te papai no hia. Alau o na lohe lani, a piki lani la. Ai ala, ai ala, ai ala.
Mama ona.
Ona o tane I tama. Tau te te hai tauka. Wahi ko lani I te moena. I paia e te tapa te no. Ka ho o pa te a tui laula. Ai ala, ai ala, ai
Ai, ke velina mai nei.
Velina mai nei, ke kihi o lalo. Na hoa o tauka, na hele o kia. Ada hita noho tauai tautai. Noho ta nei ta papai loia. Alau o ta lohe lani, a tuki lani la. Ai ala, ai ala,
Mama ona.
Ma ohona o ta neki ta ba. No ta hau te te hai te una. Wahi o la hari I te moena. I paia e te tapa te roi. Ka ho pa ane a tui launa. Ai ala, ai ala, ai
No, no, kane.
Ai
Ai, ka vai mu kiki ala lehua o ka manu. Ka vai.
Ka vai mu kiki ala lehua o ka manu. Ka manu ahai ka lau o puna.
Ka vai.
Ka vai mu kiki ala lehua o ka manu. Ka manu ahai ka lau o puna.
Ka awa ili lena.
Ka awa ili lena uta o ka liu. E ia ka lau ka awa o puna.
Ka awa ili lena.
Ka awa ili lena uka o ka liu. E ia ka lau ka awa o puna.
Mapu ale maila.
Mapu wale mai ia ukona aloha. Ola na mai ana ia u e moe.
Mapu ale mai au.
Mapu wale mai ia ukona aloha. Ola na mai ana ia u e moe.
No puna lehua.
No puna lehua ula i ta papa. Ula i ta papa ka lehua o puna.
No puna lehua.
No puna lehua ula i ta papa. Ula i ta papa ka lehua o puna.
Kukui mai la.
Kukui mai la ina wahine o ka lua. Mai ka halua o hele mai nei.
Kukui mai la.
Kukui mai la ina wahine o ka lua. Mai ka halua o hele mai nei.
Aloha ki lauea.
Aloha ki lauea ka aina aloha. Hoi no e ke kapu e me wahine o ka lua.
Aloha ki lauea.
Aloha ki lauea ka aina aloha. Hoi no e ke kapu e me wahine o ka lua.
Hei noa no na wahine o ka lua.
Ai ta u te one hana ue. O hihi mau ta mana oe. E ho i ta poli o ta u. Ta u mau maho o pu me hanai. Pai na vele lau o ta lai. Mai o hai te ai ta lai. Oi po ana lewe na pari. Na pu o na tula uli uli. Yehi mau ia e na puna e. Pau puna me lihi dai. Na one hula lili te ole. Te one mata o ma o ma o. Mauno to uho o hia oe. Holo no ra oe a he tai. E ho hai anai te pala he mo. Alu mai o ta alu ahutini. Apa e te one o ta milo. Taulana oe e ta ue. Ta hi ho o tu mi e na tu punai. O e na ta mo mi vai lui. Hi ipo ipu ia te aloha. Taulana oe ta ue. Ta hi ho o tu mi e na tu punai. O e na ta mo mi vai lui. O ipo ipu ia me te aloha ie. Ho ino te aloha I ta u, te one hanau.
Ai, ke haala puna I ka makani. E haa.
E haala puna I ka makanila. Haataha uhala I ke au. Haaha ina me hopo e haatawahine. Ami I kai o nanahuki e. Ula hale avale e kai o nanahuki e. O puna kai kua I ta hula. Pai pahe ta leo o ke kai. E lula I nā pole hua. Nāna I kai o hopo e.
Ka wahine ami kai o nana huki e. Ula hale avale I kai o nana huki e. Ula hale avale I kai o nana huki e. Hei no no ia kai ka poli o pele.
Ai, komo māloko a ohale ma'u ma'u. E komo.
E komo mahaloko a ohale ma'u ma'u. E mahuna pu e ola ola nei. E pele e pele e pele e pele. E pele e pele huaina tu. E komo mahaloko a ohale ma'u ma'u. E mahuna pu e ola ola nei. E pele e pele e pele e pele. E pele huaina tu. Pau pau hama iyo kalani ani. Pau pau hama iyo kalani ani. Pau pau hama iyo kalani ani.
Hei noa no hi aka I ka poli o pele.
Ai, mele ho hai hai ya lohi au. A kuku.
A kuku ki kala, o ni te wahine o ka lua. O la paka malama, puhi ka lehu o pana ewa. No ha, lohe ta manunu o ka aina. Wapalapo I pu, lohi ka hiki mai. A koe ta lehu, puehu I tapu ulena.
A ole.
A ole a koe a kue. A ole a koe a kue. A ole a koe a kue. A ole a koe a kue.
ama mauana. Hei noa no ka wahine o ka alua.
Ai a kuku kani o ka māpua a kuku.
A kauku au inoa I la ho'olo no ta ove ata vai. A vai o hana hawi I te tā holo mahali e.
Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e.
Ina kulu mai la o a kaka he hoa pino ta hauta. Ha mauta leo te rahuri e. Te ato lea me ta aveu.
Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e.
Naue ta honua ia hata maa e hia e o hopele maha hope. Ho oulu hua e titupua e. Ua e na tawahine o ta lua e.
Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e.
Malihini o e pele no ta aina e. He na huna vai no ta ma. Mai vai lutua hila ve e. Ua puna I ta pama huia.
Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e.
E mele hei no te ia e no tama o pele tarua. Ho ino e te takui tau e ho metu tava ho no tama e.
Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e.
E mele hei no te ia no tama o pele o talua. Ho ino e te takui tau tuda. Ho metu I tava ho no tama e.
Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. Huli aku huli mai huli lua e. E noa no pele. Ka māpua.
Ai, malua ki vai ke aloha.
Malua ti vai te aloha. Ho opulu I tali to mamale. Malua ti vai te aloha. Ho opulu I tali to mamale. Ule mahinda malua. Ibahile huopana eva. Ule mahinda manu. Ibahile huopana eva. Valea pahai te ona ona. Te one vali o hele. Valea pahai te ona ona. Te one vali o hele. Ahele mahinde to iwaloha. La veito unui no. Hele mahinde to iwaloha. La veito unui no. Haina ia mahita puana. Mahanua ti vai te aloha. Haina ia mahita puana. Mahanua ti vai te aloha.
Hei noa no malua ki vai ke aloha. Ai, ke kauka ea.
Ke kauka ea te wai rana baile te alaulai. Ramatania tulu pahalina tahito wahi moea. Eli maha waho tahaleo to olaulo. Ea ai.
E lauta noho.
E lauta noho ai na to e to e mata I te anu o to olaulo. ai e te sauka e te vai ta hanava ele te ala lai tamatani e tulu pahari nada hito vai moe a e li mahava ho ta hale o to o laulo ai
E lau ka noho.
e lau ta noho a haina to e to e mata i te anu o to o laulo ai
Hei noa no ke kau ka ea. Tahana ke ola inui moe pono ole kouko nani hoi kalakana tahana tani ui maui ka hilo Eloa o Tahiti Hei noa no kau I kia o ulu. Huaile hua kamaka'anina Kololiko I tawai a kaua
Aloha kakahiaka kako. Aloha. The key pai pai welcoming protocol will begin shortly. We asked everyone, e noho I lalo kako, wonderful. Do turn off or silence your cell phones, your watch alarms, or anything that rings, beeps, or buzzes. E olu olu, be sure to disable the flash on your cameras. Please continue visiting, and we'll begin very shortly. Mahalo.
Ano ai ke aloha, ia kākou a pauloa, e ia mākou ka ohana. E hana nei ke ia mahele hana noho in, no ke aloha nohoi. A ka nā au, nā mea huna, nā mea no e au, o ke kahiko o nā kupuna. Ia kākou, ke ia lā a, ia o kou, e nā mamo o Hawai'i, o ke ia muae. No laila, ke ia mahele hana, mai ka ohana. Ia o kou a pau, a e ho lono, noho i ka leo o nā oli hula nohoi, nā oli, o mākou no ke ia ka ohana, me ke aloha, ia o kou a paula. No ana Hilo te aina te wau o tulua. O Hilo aina ho o rule hua nale hua mata noi o te hau mai taua tili hune o te nāele. Kuia mere alo te maile o pana e vai. Tino mai nā vai mo o vai lutu he lua lutu e nāta nata. Ikai plai wana ikai li te lea muti ti o nā manu. O lono ai vai o lema. Vese vai le poi ho o tai me vai lo. A pai te tula o hana tahi. A tahi ta mana o a te aloha ino aloha I motu olo. I ole nā tini
Mapukanu o Kalawai, mapuno I ka poli o ka wai aloha. Aloha I ki kapa e hukai, hoki palai, hoki lole noi ka huna.
Kupaka! Kulaloku! Poo! Paka! Paka paka! Kupaka! Kulaloku! Pa pa pa! Eka lehu lehu. On your paper is Eho mai ka ike the chant. Please rise, kako. Oli pu. Check, check.
Eho mai ka ike mai luna mai e. O na mea una no e au o na mele. Eho mai, eho mai, eho mai. Mai luna mai e o na mea huna no e au o na mele e ho mai e ho mai e ho mai mai luna mai e o na mea una no e au o na mele e ho mai e ho
He ka'au no, Edith.
Ka ui ka walau hina no wano kalani wano kahonu umi kanu yola i tahana ke nau ka iwa o lai ahi e na o puna o ke kuhi pu o ne o nā li o ko hala uala aua o lai ua o la loko i ka hala uloa o Hilo i ka hala o ke kuhi i ka hale kanaka ole haaku i pele i Hawai'i o waka kalani nau e ka honu Ano ana i Hilo ka aina ka wau o kulua ko kolo i Hilo hana kahi I nā pana kaulana o ke au ka I ke one kaulana o Hawai'i E ho mai ka i ke kula iki a ka mali I ke kula nui a Kanaka I nā ono ka aina I ka ulu vehi o ke kai Hi po I ka aina aloha I ke ala nai o ka hinano I ke ala pua meli I ke ala ehu kai o moku ola I ola e nā kini e.
An autobiography of Auntie Edith, please. Nalani Kanaka ole.
Aloha ka kahiaka ia ka kou a pau. Welcome to Eho Mai Ka Ike. I am Nalani Kanaka ole, the youngest child of Luka and Edith Kanaka ole. I am going to read an abbreviated form of the autobiography of my mom, my mother, that she wrote for herself in 1975, almost 50 years ago. It's an insight to her Hawaiian passion, where and how she acquired the knowledge she urgently passed on. I was born in 1913 of goodly parents, John Kanaile Kinau, Mary Kekuewa Ahiena. I was the 9th of the 11 children born and raised in Honolulu, Hawai'i. I attended Honolulu Elementary School. While in Honolulu, I learned to live a lifestyle of old Hawaii, where one learned to live off the land, planting taro, other food for our livelihood, going to the river for shrimp, opai, vivi, and oopu. The freshwater fish were plentiful. When the ocean was rough, we went to the river. When the river had too much water, we went to the ocean. At the ocean, we gathered opihi, limukohu, and other seaweed. We camped by the edge of the river and ocean so we could have fresh water to drink and bathe. We dried salt water in crevasses of rocks and made salt. We made medicine from plants at the river. Ocean, river, and land is what we depended on for life sustenance. I come from a musical family. My mother was a chanter and a dancer. My dad was a musician who sang and played different musical instruments. We spoke mostly Hawaiian and a little English. Dancing and chanting, singing and playing instruments was part of our lifestyle. At the age of 8.5, our family moved to Waikia Homestead. My dad had a job at Ironworks. While there for a year, my dad died while working. Eventually, my mom remarried a Japanese man called Mr. Fuji. He spoke fluent Hawaiian and knew everything Hawaiian because he spent most of his time in Waipio Valley. He was a carpenter by trade, and I attended Waikia Waina School. In 1924, my mother applied for Hawaiian Homes. That summer, we moved to Keaukaha. We had a tiny house. When I finished the 7th and 8th grades, we had a 3-bedroom house because our father, Fuji, we finally had running water and electricity. I married a very handsome man from Ka'u, Kapapala Ranch, when I was 17, Edith Kanaka ole. He was a very good athlete, and I was a very good dancer. He was pure Hawaiian, and so was I. We raised 6 children and managed to send them all to college. All my life, I was active in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I was vice president at the UH Extension programs, also active in PTA programs as president. I taught hula, chants, and entertained for 30 years. Besides the islands, we traveled to the Orient, South Pacific, and the USA. I was always available for May Day to give lectures to different schools, help with Aloha Week, and Merry Monarch. Today, I enjoy teaching at Hawaii Community College for the past 3 years and will begin this semester at Hilo College. Teaching language at Keaukaha School was a great accomplishment for me to hear children speaking the language. At Hilo College, I will teach Hawaiian language, herbs and plants, hula, chants and music, sports, games, legends. I think a lot of my time as a young girl of the ocean, of the river, while I am in the mood to write songs and chants. One can only enjoy doing when she actually does it. I'm thinking of writing a book. Me ke aloha pumehana, o wau no I Kanaka ole.
Apo!
Vilina mai kako. I am Jackie Polani Johnson, your MC for this portion of the formal program. We welcome you this morning to E Ho Mai Ka'ike, honoring Auntie Edith Kanaka ole, her legacy, her ohana, and the dignity given by the bestowal of Auntie's image and timeless mana'o on the newly released coin from the United States Mint. This welcome is on behalf of the Kanaka ole family, including her daughters, Dr. Pualani Kanahele Kanaka ole and Nalani Kanaka ole, who holds a Master of Fine Arts. We ask that the immediate family show us their presence from where they're seated. Hui, ene. Either wave or stand, let us know where you are. Maikai, aloha. Aloha. You have chicken skin too. Kukapaila. Ho'okupu is our indigenous culture of gifting. There are many kinds of gifting, depending on the situation. Today, we ho'okupu with the intention to mutually inspire growth and creativity. Today, we ho'okupu to the inspiration of Auntie Edith's service to her community, near and far, to the indigenous and non-indigenous alike. On this stage today, ho'okupu will be presented by Alaka'i of this event. If you have ho'okupu of lei, chants, dances, the ohana will receive them at the Edith Kanaka ole Hall following this program. Although Auntie Edith passed away 44 years ago, her legacy is still very much alive and pulsing in 2023. The ha'ina ia mai ana kapuana we sing today is of her legacy of aloha. To her life philosophy, teach all who come, we ho'okupu. Today we encourage you to reconnect with your loved ones, with ho'aloha that might be here, wala'au kikahi. We will move through the ho'okupu here in the theater and then experience fond memories at Kanaka ole Hall, memories that make up today's heartfelt celebration of a wahine ho'oihi who touched and shaped our lives, me ke aloha. Please know that the congratulatory messages you saw in the lobby, in that lovely display as you were coming in, can be viewed at the Edith Kanaka ole Foundation website, including messages from U.S. Senator Mazie Hirono, U.S. Senator Brian Schatz, Alulike Inc., and from Mrs. Winona Rubin, one of the founding members and the first executive director of Alulike. A QR code to the Edith Kanaka ole Foundation website is printed in your program. At this time, we welcome our Governor Josh Green's East Hawaii representative, Amy Miwa, to the stage. Aloha.
Wow, this is great. Aloha, everyone. I am very humbled and grateful that you allow me to be here on behalf of Governor Josh Green, who sends his aloha as well as his deepest respect and admiration to the late Edith Kanaka ole and her ohana. As governor's representative, it is my honor to present a special proclamation from Governor Green proclaiming today as Edith Kanaka ole Day in Hawaii. So, Governor Green wanted it to be known to all that Auntie Edith's lasting contributions to the University of Hawaii at Hilo's Hawaiian language program, as well as her numerous other initiatives, set the foundation that will continue to be built on today and long into the future. Okay, you know, I would love to read the proclamation in its entirety. It's a little long, so in the interest of time, I will just share one of its recitations. This is the proclamation. So, whereas Edith Kanaka ole was born 110 years ago, although, sadly, she passed away on October 3rd, 1979. Her legacy is continued through her family, her students, her hula ohana, and by the hard work of the Edith Kanaka ole Foundation. Therefore, I, Joshua B. Green, Governor of the State of Hawaii, do hereby proclaim May 6, 2023 as Edith Kanaka ole Day. And I invite the people of Hawaii to join me in celebrating Edith Kanaka ole's legacy of inspiring others to share one's passions, gifts, talents, and aloha to make a difference. Thank you.
Mahalo, Ms. Umiwa. It is our pleasure to welcome to the stage Cyrus Jonathan, Director of Communications and Sustainability Officer, representing Mayor Mitch Roth, who is traveling.
Aloha e ka ohana, a me na oha, o aneke Edith, a kanui o kako, aloha. O wau o Cyrus Jonathan, and I am here today to represent Hawaii County and Hawaii County Mayor Mitch Roth, who unfortunately is unable to be with us today, as he is on a plane coming back from a trip to the continent for a partnership event with some other dignitaries. And so he sends his regrets, and I send mine for having to be the speaking head today for all of you. That said, it is a rare occasion that I get to attend an event where I feel so deeply connected to a legacy of an individual who we're honoring. And so, I know you couldn't tell, but I never had the opportunity to meet at the Edith Kanaka ole. I did, however, have the opportunity to meet, befriend, and in some cases, mix moka and hanaino with many of our mo'opuna. According to Auntie Mary Kovena Pukui, our kupuna used to say, I maika I ke kalo I ka oha. To judge the taro plant by the plants that it produces, the plants that it creates, the plants that it leaves for all of us. I think it's safe to say that the plants that Auntie Edith Kanaka ole has left for us have nourished our community, have nourished our state, and have nourished the world for many, many decades. It's through Auntie Edith Kanaka ole's resolve, commitment, and pride in who she is, who she was, and her identity as a Kanaka that played a large part in the resilience and the resurgence and the revival of many of our cultural practices, traditions, customs that almost died in her generation and are now thriving in mine. It is the same resilience and tenacity and vigor, resilience, and that her mo'opuna, her oha, carry with them, and thus we can be assured that that legacy and those traditions and cultural practices will live far beyond this generation. So as we gather here today to celebrate a momentous occasion, a true lifetime achievement of being forever ingrained and minted on a U.S. currency, on a U.S. quarter, let us remember that that is just her likeness, and that instead her legacy lives on through her oha, through the creative and thoughtful design and composition of kuha'o. It lives on through the cultural and natural conservation consultancy of Luka. It lives on through the hula and the community building of Kauai. It lives on through the media and the storytelling and the resilience of Lanihuli. It lives on through the conservation and aina momona of Cousin Ulu. It lives on through the Hawaiian place-based lens of long-range planning of my brother, Kialoa. It lives on through the resounding leohano of Kamakaiva. It lives on through the style and fierceness of Kauila. It lives on through all of the haumana that have come through and been touched by the Edith Kanaka ole Foundation, by Halau Ke Kuhi, by Ana Ke Pua and Alani Ke Kuhi, and all of the other people that I probably missed because my memory is not that good. That is a true legacy. That is what she leaves behind. You know, a legacy is not just a name on a building. It's not just money that you pour into making the community better. It's what lives beyond you as your embodiment, your values. So with that, we proclaim today, Mayor Roth, proclaims today, May 6, 2023, Auntie Edith Kanaka ole Day in the county of Hawaii, as a reminder to be proud of who we are, of what we represent, as a reminder to pass down what has been passed to us, to pass the knowledge, the traditions, the olelo, down to each and every one of the people you touch in your life. I'm going to go back for a second because I couldn't forget that her legacy also lives on through the curiosity and wonder of Naholova. That was supposed to be in the speech, and I missed it. So without further ado, on behalf of the County of Hawaii, I'd like to offer a few words to all of us in this room. E ola mau o ana ke Edith, I kou mākou na'au, I kou mākou hana, I kou mākou kuleana. E ola mau, malo.
Lucky kakoa, aia oi I ka opuni o kia moku o ke ave e leo wale o ia mai ka manao mai kai. Uiha! He's representing us and working for us. O kia manawa, we have a ho'okupu from the University of Hawaii. We begin with a videotaped message from President David Lassner, who is unable to be with us today.
Aloha mai kako. I'm sorry I can't be with you in person today, but I'm so honored to be allowed to say a few words as we celebrate a truly remarkable Hawaiian woman. Auntie Edith's teachings have touched literally everyone who calls Hawaii home, and her life's work carries the lessons for how we think about indigeneity worldwide. Her composition, Eho Mai Ka'ike Mai Luna Mai, has become one of the most well-known Hawaiian chants and is excerpted on her quarter. Grant us the knowledge. It surely resonates with every educator. Beginning in the mid-1970s, Auntie Edith taught this chant to her haumana and others she touched, and they, in turn, shared it with their respective communities. And now, Eho Mai is chanted regularly throughout our islands and beyond. Auntie Edith knew that for Hawaii to thrive as a vibrant indigenous space, she had to be willing to share the knowledge and wisdom of her ancestors. Her philosophy was to teach all who come, because one never knows who will advance the knowledge. This is important wisdom for the University of Hawaii, which is widely recognized as one of the most diverse institutions in the nation. When one requests knowledge, there is also a degree of accountability. One must do something positive with it. At UH, Hawaii Papa o Keao, Hawaii Foundations of Enlightened Knowledge is our strategic commitment to indigenizing our university. It is a work in progress for sure, as we strive to embrace Hawaiian culture, language, knowledge, wisdom, practices, and values to develop new leaders for the advancement of our students, our islands, and the world. And if I can share a personal story of how Auntie Edith touched my life, when I arrived in Hawaii in 1977, I was fortunate to be invited by new friends to one of the legendary Kanikapila concerts at Andrews Amphitheater at UH Manoa. My exposure to hula in Illinois had been limited to the Don Ho show on daytime TV, so when I saw Auntie Edith and the kane of Halau o Kekuhi that evening, I was absolutely thunderstruck. I had no idea what hula kahiko was, but it touched me, and I wanted to learn more. The next year, I began my own hula journey. The University of Hawaii is proud to have been among the important venues in which Auntie Edith could graciously share her knowledge so generously with all. Although more than 4 decades have passed since she left this physical world, her impact is still felt daily in how Hawaiian culture and language help us work toward a kind, thriving, and sustainable Hawaii. Eho mai ka ike mai luna mai e. Mahalo.
Hanaho, mai ka'i. Our gratitude to President Lassner. Please welcome the Hawaii County Representative on the UH Board of Regents, also Vice Chair, Alapaki Nahalea, to share several exciting announcements. Bihoi hoi.
Hello, my kako. It's so nice to be with so many friends and family, many of whom I haven't seen for years, pre-COVID. For those of you who I'll see after this, you don't have to remind me that my hair is whiter and I'm whiter. I know that already. So lots of folks have beat you to that. So be helpful if I turn to my page. All right. When I start my car in the mornings, my audio system immediately connects to my cell phone and starts playing this song. Immediately, right, folks are clapping. They know the beginning of this song, and Auntie Edith's incredible voice, so inviting, so compelling, so rich. I didn't program, I'm not that savvy. I didn't program my car to play that song. That's not the first song on my playlist. I don't know how it happened, it just started happening. And of all the artists in the universe that could have chosen to greet me when I start to go someplace, there could be none better. You know, come, we go. And it's just such a grounding thing for me. So I hope it doesn't ever stop. I don't know how it started, but I'll keep it there. You know, Auntie Edith sang, literally and figuratively, in a way that not only taught, it inspired. She delivered sacred knowledge, life-affirming and perpetuating knowledge, in a way that was powerful and reverent, while also being accessible and joyful. This attribute was one of the reasons Auntie Edith had such a great impact. She possessed the power not only to inform, but to transform. As poetic and catalytic as Auntie Edith's accomplishments were in her lifetime, the abundance of great teachers and leaders, many of whom are in the room today with us. If you're one of those folks, could you raise your hand that Auntie Edith touched? You all, and that legacy might be the greatest achievement she's done. Because of them, because of all of you, the exponential impact of her work, who she was, how she walked this earth, reverberates as loudly today as when she was with us in her physical form. Now, the Kanaka ole, Kanahele family and my family have many ties to Keokaha, to Kupuna, Mele, education, Aloha Aina. So it's especially humbling and special for me to get to be the one to share with you all today. That weaving of ohana is something that has kept us together as a lahui and will keep us together as a lahui. I'm here today officially on behalf of the University of Hawaii Board of Regents. I'd like to acknowledge my fellow Regent Wayne Higaki, who traveled to be with us today. Aloha, Wayne. He and I are proud to represent the University of Hawaii, our board chair Randy Moore, and our fellow regents from around the state. As the representative, Wayne and I want to share with you that we approve the awarding of an honorary doctorate of humane letters to Auntie Edith posthumously on April 20th, 2023. Long overdue. And it's our honor to be able to grant that. She honors us. Honorary degrees are conferred upon individuals of exceptional accomplishment and distinction. The degree will be conferred at the UH Hilo and Hawaii Community College 2023 spring commencement ceremonies. We'd also like to share with you that UH President David Lasner approved the naming of the UH Hilo Edwin Mo'okini Hawaiian Collection to the Edith Kanaka ole Hawaiian Collection. And Hawaii Community College Building 382, Room 16, to the Edith Kanaka ole Collection of Indigenous Knowledge and Leadership, effective today, May 26, 2023. We would also like to recognize the Kanaka ole Ohana for establishing the Hale Kanaka ole Fund. The fund recognizes Auntie Edith's numerous contributions towards the promotion of Native Hawaiian education pursuits. The goal is to raise funds that will provide in perpetuity support to students enrolled at any campus within the University of Hawaii system with a preference for students of Native Hawaiian ancestry. And it's been so nice to see her mo'o, some of whom are my students, advancing their education pursuits. It's so proud. I'd like to give a deep personal mahalo to the descendants of Auntie Edith, who accepted and carry the heavy kuleana she handed to them. They do that with strength, grace, and resilience. All that you do each and every day to perpetuate her knowledge and her spirit is a precious gift that Hawaii and the world should deeply appreciate. So in closing, I'd like to suggest that the best way for us to honor Auntie Edith is to learn and follow her example. She teaches us the best way, the kind of humans we can be. She models for us the kind of humans we should be, and she calls on us, even today, to be the kind of humans we need to be for the future of ourselves in this planet. And her ohana shows us we can indeed live that way today. Iola, ohana kanaka ole, aloha wau iau kou, aloha.
Ke kahi kanaka me ke kahi mea kupono. Mahalo, Regent Nahalea. E ho'okipa mai, the University of Hawaii Hilo Chancellor, Bonnie Irwin. Please welcome her for the ho'okupu from the University of Hawaii at Hilo.
Aloha mai kako. In chorus with the celebration of Edith Kanaka ole's U.S. Mint Quarter, Kamea Hadar and Ku Ha'o Zane, with the support of the UH Hilo Kipuka Native Hawaiian Center, are collaborating on a mural of the late Hawaiian icon on the Edith Kanaka ole Hall at the University of Hawaii Hilo campus. Some of you may have seen the work when you came in today. As a faculty member at both the Hawaii Community College and the University of Hawaii at Hilo, Auntie Edith openly shared her deep ancestral knowledge passed down to her through her Familia Hula lineage. Her early contributions to the university's Hawaiian language program and numerous community initiatives have set a foundation that continues to be built on today. It is an immense honor to share her story through this mural and have her portrait serve as a prominent feature on our campus. Kamea Hadar is a talented and experienced muralist honored by this opportunity. Kuha'o Zane, Edith Kanaka ole's grandson and creative director of Sig Zane Designs, is weaving his father's hand-cut art as well as the cultural narratives that drive their mission of education through design into the mural. This large expression of creativity is a celebration of his grandmother's achievements, impact, and influence. Hilo students will also be an integral part of the mural process by contributing to the continuation of the mural throughout the summer. Could both of you please stand and be recognized, our artists? Mahalo. This is the third mural at the University of Hawaii at Hilo that Kipuka has supported. The first two were completed in 2015 on the Hilo residence halls and celebrate the physical features of Hilo and the mo'elo that accompany them. Murals such as these reflect the values of the community and help Hilo students to further develop connections to the moku of Hilo. When you visit Edith Kanaka ole Hall, you will see concept designs for additional murals that depict the view upwards toward Mauna Kea and the rolling hills below. The elevator lobby will additionally have a portrait of Edith Kanaka ole with her famous ole, Eho Mai Ka Ike, written across the clouds. The staircases on the north and south ends of the building have a mural depicting the mahina and the night sky at Hale Mau Mau. The central courtyard mural is of the sun rising on the eastern coast of Honomu, where Auntie Edith was born. This famous morning sunrise mele, E Ala E, by her daughter, Dr. Pualani Kanahele Kanaka ole, is written across the mural. We look forward to the refresh and rededication of Edith Kanaka ole Hall upon completion of the multi-year renovation project, and it will, all of these visual depictions of Auntie Edith and her work and her legacy will inspire generations of Hilo students to come. Thank you.
Mahalo nui, Chancellor Irwin. It is my pleasure to now welcome to the stage Te Mariana Nunn, PhD, Director of the American Women's History Initiative of the Smithsonian American Women's History Museum. Dr. Nunn.
Aloha, everyone. Yes, I am Tay. I am the director of the American Women's History Initiative at the Smithsonian, and we are part of the brand new Smithsonian American Women's History Museum. We are not built yet, but we will be in the next 10 to 12 years. I want to share how excited and honored we are to be here in Hilo to help celebrate Edith Kanaka ole's legacy and, of course, her appearance on the new quarter. I want to briefly thank our fabulous team, including our newest members from across the Smithsonian and the Smithsonian American Women's History Museum, many of whom are here today, and I hope they can wave and raise their hands. Our own Jennifer Schneider, our program manager, has feverishly collaborated with so many to help with this project. I also want to thank 3 other Smithsonian museums who have helped to celebrate Auntie Edith's legacy. Thanks to Dr. Deborah Mack and Travis Helms at the Smithsonian's Race Initiative, Our Shared Future, Reckoning with Our Racial Past. To Dr. Cynthia Chavez Lamar, Director of the National Museum of American Indian. And to Dr. Yao Fen Yu, who is here with us today, Acting Director of the Smithsonian Asian Pacific American Center. Now that's a lot of names, I know, and that's usually when I tune out in the middle of a speech. But I wanted to share how important it was for 4 Smithsonian museums to come together to support the celebration and celebrate Edith Kanaka ole and her historic contributions. We've also had a wonderful time working alongside our partners, the Edith Kanaka ole Foundation and Auntie Edith's family. Talk about a legacy. That is a group of powerful and fearless women, and we have enjoyed every moment. And so, mahalo for allowing us to share in this amazing experience, along with our dear colleagues at the U.S. Mint and other like-minded entities, and to play a small part in making sure Auntie Edith's story is known for years to come. We are honored to be here. Mahalo nui.
Mahalo, Dr. Nunn. Alaila me ke aloha. We welcome Christy McNally, the United States Mint Deputy Director.
Good morning and aloha, everyone. It's a pleasure to join you all today, celebrating the release of the Edith Kanaka ole Quarter. I'm Christy McNally, the Deputy Director at the United States Mint, as I was introduced. I'd like to give a big mahalo to the Edith Kanaka ole Foundation for inviting us to be a part of such a special celebration. The University of Hawaii at Hilo for hosting today's event, our partners at the Smithsonian American Women History Museum, Auntie Edith Ohana, and our Mint team. Recognizing and honoring women on our nation's coinage is vital because our coins tell the American story, reflecting who we are and what matters to us. As we're gathered here today, our new quarter is our way for our nation to recognize Edith Kanaka ole and share her legacy. For the first time in history, the United States Mint is issuing circulating quarters through a coin program which is solely dedicated to honoring the achievement of American women, with 5 different designs annually through 2025. This diverse group of women honored with the American Women Quarters program reflect a wide range of accomplishments and fields. The honorees have shaped our nation's history and helped pave the way for generations that followed. At the Mint, we see the work we do as connecting American through coins. It's our distinct pleasure to connect Americans to Edith Kanaka ole, who was an indigenous Hawaiian composer, chanter, kumahula, and custodian of native culture, traditions, and the natural land. Through hula and chanting, Edith Kanaka ole preserved the history, knowledge, and heritage of the native Hawaiian people. Her tireless efforts and dedication to teaching environmental conservation to future generations, serving the Hawaiian community at large, and applying a new lens to academic science has made her a role model for all Americans. Many consider the coins that the United States Mint produces to be a miniature piece of art. Our talented pool of artists continually amaze in how they express the values, aspirations, and shared heritage of a nation, all on a canvas the size of a quarter. The 7th coin of the American Women Quarters program honors the life and legacy of Edith Kanaka ole. Designed by the United States Mint Artistic Infusion Program artist Emily Domstra and sculpted by the United States Mint medallic artist Renata Gordon, Edith Kanaka ole's reverse, or tails as you may know it, features a portrait of her with her hair and lei po'o, or headlay, morphing into the elements of a Hawaiian landscape. symbolizing her life's work of preserving the natural land and traditional Hawaiian culture. In her words, mint metallic artist Renata Gordon expressed, "I've always been especially fond of sculpting natural elements, and the Edith Kanaka ole design was rich in this sense, filled with petals, mountains, and stems incorporated into the features of her very portrait. When I sculpt a stone, I want it to feel like a stone from the very start. When I sculpt a brow, I want it to feel like a brow from the very start." And as each element in the Edith Kanaka ole sculpt was developed, it took its place in texture and form of the overall composition. The inscription, "Eho mai ka'ike," translates to granting wisdom, and is a reference to the intertwined role hula and chants play in this preservation. Unifying the entire coin program is a new obverse designed by one of the most iconic female sculptors of the early 20th century, Laura Garden Frazier. These pioneering women of the American Women Quarters program represent vastly different fields of endeavor, talents, and skills, yet all share a significant commonality. Their contributions were groundbreaking and had a lasting impact on society, and none of them ever settled or accepted the status quo. All of our honorees influence others and pave the way for each new generation. We hope their stories inspire you and connect you to the history we all share. Thank you all very much. At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Huey Kanahele Mossman, Executive Director of the Edith Kanaka ole Foundation, to the stage. Dr. Kanahele Mossman, on behalf of the United States Mint, I'm pleased to present you with 2 American Women Quarters in the shadow box, one from each of our production facilities in Philadelphia and Denver, to the Edith Kanaka ole Foundation. Okay, we're gonna go over and pose. Ready? And we've also brought a gift for each of you. Please visit the United States Mint's classroom in Edith Kanaka ole Hall, and you can receive an Edith Kanaka ole quarter. We brought them for each of you, and a coin board, which you can collect all 5 of the coins for this year. Mahalo, everyone.
Mahalo, Deputy Director McNally. Incredible festivities today, but I wanted to mention that yesterday in Keaukaha, 300 keiki took part in workshops learning about Auntie Edith's legacy. So the next generation is receiving all the ike as well. It's been passed on. Mahalo to all the ohana and the people who put that together, and lucky keiki ya e Keaukaha. Now, in a moment, we're going to invite all of you to transition out of the theater to Kanaka ole Hall for ho'olaulea, to make merry. Upon exiting this theater, you're going to turn right and follow the music. We should do that in life, period, yeah? Follow the music. To Edith Kanaka ole Hall, to experience the stories of Auntie Edith's impact in our community. And okay, what is prepared for you? Let's go through the fun ahead. So you begin your journey, exit the theater, go down the long walkway. It goes up this way, and then you huli to the right, to the piko of the Kanaka ole building, where that stairwell is located in the elevator, because that's where the oli and hula will be taking place, and where the ohana will receive, make a mahalo nui, any of the ho'okupu you would like to offer, lay, chants, dances. Once you are there and those wonderful things happen, we invite you to move from one room to another in Kanaka Ole Hall. Auntie Edith's legacy will come to life again. Meander through, visit with each other, spend time with old friends, reminisce, and greet the Kanaka Ole Ohana as they await you in room 122. Okay? Now, right outside that Ohana room, there is the stunning mural by the artist Kamehameha, and he will be there to speak with you about this monumental work. It is breathtaking, and it's not pau. He is working on the massive portrait, and it will wrap around the building when it's finally done. So, as was mentioned, make a point to stop at the Smithsonian and United States Mint activity rooms. Alayla, where's the apulima? You folks have wristbands, right? Okay. Your wristband today allows each of you to collect 2 items before leaving the celebration. Kikahimea ono, a snack, local first products in the snack, and a coin in a collection card. Himakana keia, it's a gift from the United States Mint. Mikai. Yeah, what an exciting array of events, Polole, and you will know when the event is pau this afternoon when you hear the kani of the pu sound. So today is like the lei that we wear I Hawai'i. Lei allow us to connect to our ancestors, to honor the natural beauty of our moku ke'awe, to festively wear our history and our devotion to our loved ones. So this too, this celebration, e ho maikaike, will wrap around our kino, fill our hearts, and bind us together today, just as Auntie Edith would have wanted it to. Now, as we hear the kani to wrap up this part of the celebration, we wish you well, and we honor and celebrate the leaders in your ohana as well. Okay, oho pau'ia, let us hear Auntie Edith's famous words. May life be granted to the multitudes. E ola na kinie. Manae mahia oi. E hoku, you are released. Mahalo nui, hulo, hulo, hulo.